What's up, Peep Squad? Peep Squad is in the building, baby. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart. My peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. What's going on? If you guys can please subscribe to my new YouTube channel. The link is down below in the description box. And also on this main channel, please go to the banner and you will see the icon YouTube. And that's a link to my new YouTube channel. So please subscribe so we can talk about this ish live. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. It is going down between Sidora and LaToya. It's a bad situation. It seems like some people are coming for Sidora's marriage because on one hand you got Kenya Moore basically saying that Drew basically kissed, LaToya, and we have LaToya Forever telling her husband that she did not kiss LaToya Forever, point blank, period. And basically Kenya Moore says she got some evidence, she got some information. And you also have Kandi Burruss too as well, saying that she believes that Drew and LaToya was kissing because they were cuddled up. Lord have mercy. And they coming for Sidora's marriage because her husband could leave her for kissing another woman. And if he didn't know that she was attracted to women, allegedly, because we don't know if LaToya actually, kissed Sidora. So, you got that situation going on. Did Sidora kiss LaToya? What's going on with that situation? But in any event, the ladies are getting back at each other. It is going down. So on the upcoming episode, we got LaToya and Drew going back and forth, and they almost get into an altercation, but Marlo, Porsha, and Shamea jumped in and make sure that there was no altercation at all. But in any event, there's another episode where LaToya is going to come at Drew, and she is going to throw a wig at Drew, and it's the wig that she purchased for Drew. So it is going down. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. So in any event, the conversation starts off with these ladies, chilling, talking, and everything of that nature. And so, Drew asks LaToya, why did you get involved with the Kenya Moore hashtag? It wasn't me. And some of the ladies from the Real Housewives of Atlanta basically went on social media and basically saying it wasn't me. Wasn't the person that slept with Bolo or got into a threesome with Antibody at all. So you got that situation, and basically it was left to whether it was Tanya Sam or Porsha Williams, and right now everybody's believing that it is Tanya Sam or Porsha Williams that was in the room alone with Bolo all night long, and Marlo heard it, Kandi Burruss heard it, and Kenya Moore heard it. Somebody got a recording, somebody got something on tape, So when a reunion comes, it's going to be off the chain. Tanya Sam, she bounced. She didn't want her relationship to get fumbled and messed up. So she left the country, baby. She got up out of here and she hasn't been heard from since. All she does is her book readings and her book tell-alls on her, Instagram channel. So it's just like, damn, she is done with the situation. But in any event, LaToya was asked that question. And so, LaToya said, I don't give a damn about what you did with Bolo. I don't really care. And LaToya did have that attitude at the beginning because she was kind of upset with Kenya Moore being a detective, but then she jumped in to be a detective too because she's a flipper flopper. And in any event, she wants to ride with her team, the people that are showing her the most support, and that would be Kandi Burruss because she came through Kandi Burruss, and Kenya Moore opened her heart up to her, whether it was a crush or whether it was little sister love. But in any event, Drew said, if you didn't care, then why did you come at me at the dinner table? It was like 3 weeks ago, and you said that married women shouldn't be all up on Bolo, on that Bolo like that. And so basically, Sidora is calling out LaToya, saying, girl, if you didn't care, then why did you question me at the table like you was a special eye, a detective? And so that situation goes down like that. So I was just like, Lord have mercy. Now they're arguing, and LaToya said, you don't honor marriages. You don't honor marriages because you wouldn't be bumping and grinding all over Bolo. So LaToya Forever, she did not double down. She kept the same energy and was like, you don't honor marriages because you wouldn't be up on Bolo all like that. I was like, damn, so she's doubling down on the situation. So it is what it is. Bolo needs to be an honorary housewife for real, for real. So when you get to that situation, LaToya was like, what? And in any event, you guys know why LaToya is coming for Drew, because Drew said earlier in that, trip that they went to in South Carolina, Drew said to LaToya that she doesn't honor marriages when she was talking to Fallon. And so LaToya felt a certain type of way about that. She even tried to grab Drew by the wrist and try to forcefully tell her marriage is struggle and all this other stuff. In any event, so now she's getting her get back at Drew. So it was a little beef that was created that blew up. So in any event with that situation, so the ladies are arguing back and forth with each other, and Drew was like, what? Drew was like, what? Drew then said, that's why your husband is trying to cancel you. That's why your husband's trying to cancel you. And so LaToya is like, you got a struggle marriage. I was like, Lord have mercy. And so then that's when Sidora was like, what? I have a perfect hairline, B. I have perfect children. Drew, I was like, what? And I think Drew said she had a perfect husband too as well. I hope she didn't say that, because that ain't the situation. But in any event, Sidora said, I have a perfect this. I have a perfect hairline, because if you look at LaToya's hairline, she's always wearing braids. So, she don't got no edges. That's number one. Then number two, it doesn't look like she has a head full of hair, or she has hair, a lot of hair, because she's always wearing braids, and braids after some time will take your hair up. But in any event, Drew is cracking on LaToya's hairline, and we have talked about LaToya's hairline and her braids, how they're not even, how the parts are not right, how you can tell that she don't got long hair because of the parts and how they parted to make it look full, because there ain't no hair on the side, there ain't no hair on the top, there ain't no hair in the middle. So it is what it is with that situation. So it's going down like that, baby. And so, LaToya is like, what? LaToya said, what? And then Drew said, B, LaToya forever, it's LaToya never, never. So Drew is going off, and she's saying it's LaToya never, never. And then she's getting up, and she's getting upset, and she stands up, and she's pointing her finger. And then Marlo, she has to come through to the side, because she wants to make sure that these ladies don't get into it. And then LaToya, she stands up. Porsha is very annoyed at the time. She don't give a damn about their argument. She don't care. She's tired of the Bolo situation, because that is what is being used against her, to call her out, to make fun of her. So it is what it is with that situation. So LaToya, she was like, what? LaToya stands up like, what? And then Sidora said, don't you ever say my name. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my name out your mouth. I was like, Lord have mercy. So Drew is feeling a certain type of way. She said, keep my name out your mouth. You don't know nothing for sure. You don't know nothing for a fact. And LaToya said, Bolo, Drew, you were not saying nothing about what was going down. And now all of a sudden, Drew is like, yo, you was cool. You ain't even talking about what you did. You didn't even talk about how much fun that you had and what you were doing. So why are you trying to get at me and point the finger at me, baby? Because LaToya's pointing the finger at you because you were married. And basically, it gave her a little bit of an opportunity to use it against you and basically make you worry, because, these rumors and these allegations can get to you and your husband, baby. So this is the reason why, Miss LaToya is doing what she do, because she know that it actually bothers her, because she has a marriage and she has a husband. So therefore, she's trying to protect that at all costs. And in any event, Porsha is just too through with the situation. Porsha's tired. She's worn out with the situation about these girls fighting. Porsha's just like, yo, they were just getting along. They were just twerking. They were just dancing. They was just having fun. Like, she don't know what to do with these girls. The same thing Kenya Moore said about Drew and LaToya. The same thing Kandi said about Drew and LaToya. And basically Porsha said, I don't know what's up with these girls. I don't know. One minute they're having a good time. The next minute they're not. But one thing is for sure, Porsha Williams did say she knows that LaToya was about to get a first class ticket to the Shy on that, beat down. So Porsha Williams basically saying, Drew, you better back down for you actually see what Chiraq is all about. So you guys tell me what you think about this situation. And in any event, this reminds me of like high school. I remember there was like 4 or 5 girls that were free with their bodies. They wasn't in a relationship, and they like to have, intercourse with dudes. And basically the dudes were cool with them. They wasn't sleeping with nobody men, but the girls would harass them, call them names, follow them around the school, or when they go to the bathroom, try to, basically say all types of slurs and nasty things towards them. When they was at their locker, they would harass them and call them names, calling them easy, chicken heads, birds, duck, goose, all types of stuff. Just because these ladies were open with their body, and they didn't care what people think. But at the same time, these girls would just harass them for what they were doing with their body and how they was enjoying their body and doing whatever they did with their body. But majority of the girls in the school did not like it, and they harassed these girls and picked on them like you wouldn't believe.